Hey Pete, this is a response to your few things video. The issue you were having with your Glock making the rattling noise. Um, Mine does that too. I think every Glock I've owned that does it. You did mention you put grease on the firing pin. Grease on the firing pin, unless you put a lot of it, it's not going to help. But that sound is the firing pin. Now, if anybody else besides Pete is watching, that's a pretty normal sound for Glocks to make. Basically, what's happening is when you're, let me bring this in. See, when you look at your slide, your trigger, this part of the trigger which pushes on the internal safety, when the trigger's all the way back, it's putting a little bit of pressure on it. It's putting a little bit of pressure on there, which frees up the firing pin. I know you hear that sound. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. That sounds like the same, exactly the same. So I let that go, and no sound. So if it was on the gun itself, set that up here. See, doesn't make that sound. Now when I pull the trigger back, that little bump on the trigger bar is pressing against the fire pin safety block, which frees up the firing pin. Now if I pull the trigger forward, which moves that little bar out of the way, no noise. Bring that forward again, it is your firing pin. Now if you have a doubt, if you have even a bigger doubt, what you can do is take the firing pin all the way out. Oops. Take the firing pin all the way out here, and then I'm going to put the cap back on. There you go. Put the gun back together. Fix that spring. It's one thing with the dual springs, Pete. Freaking. See? No noise. We'll put that back together. Back together. Alright. Get that in there. I'm sure you know how to do all this. I don't need to explain it to you, but oops. Just put that back together. So yeah, don't worry about it, man. It's normal. It's actually one of the things that Glock puts in here as a safety precaution, kind of like the AK, where the firing pin is pretty loose in there. If you get dirt and grease and stuff in there, it's not going to malfunction on you, so that's actually a plus. Pretty much all of mine. I would worry about it if it didn't do that. That would mean the plastic's swollen up or warped, or the channel's not being cut right. So don't worry about it too much. It's normal. Alright, man.